Right, hello everyone, good morning. My name is Elena Riley. I work here at First Alert 6 on our digital team, bringing you news stories on our website. So this morning I'm here to tell you about our top headlines, just important things to know to start your day off. So we actually do have some breaking news this morning, is that Omaha City Councilman Brinker is running for Congress. So let's talk about that. Head over to our website here. Okay, here we are. Our top story just broke not too long ago, a little over 30 minutes ago. Very interesting stuff here, so we'll go over that. And also just some other top headlines. I bring this news story to you every morning, as well as we have that on our newscasts, things of that nature. Will take us back. Alrighty, so there was some speculation about this yesterday, just wondering if Harding's going to be running, what his plans are, and he said, don't worry, like pump the brakes a little bit, I'm going to be announcing this tomorrow morning. So this is his big announcement. Awesome. It's now official. It's for Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District seat. So of course, Don Bacon does hold this right now, but he announced his retirement yesterday. He said he's not going to be seeking another term in Congress. So pretty quick turnover here. His announcement was yesterday, and now here Harding's is today. So yesterday Harding did say that his decision was just still under consideration. So he was still waiting to tell us. So this election is of course less than a year and a half away, but there are already 3 candidates now that have announced that they're running. So Harding is the 3rd in recent days to announce this run, but he is the first Republican to do so. So other than that is Denise Powell. She's co-founder of Women Who Run Nebraska, and then Nebraska State Senator John Kavanaugh. They're both Democrats, but they announced their bids in just recent days, so just the past couple days. Things are really heating up here. Some more background about Harding. He was elected to represent District 6, which is mostly kind of West Omaha area. This was back in 2017, and he was re-elected this year now as vice president, so great there. In the past, Harding has held the positions of Chief of Staff and Director of Community Growth Management under former Mayor Hal Daub. Awesome, so we'll add some more on there from him when we get that. That is definitely our top headline of today. Other than that, there are some new Nebraska laws that are going into effect today, as well as Iowa, but we'll get to that in a minute. So here for Nebraska, these, like I said, they're taking effect today as the state of Nebraska is going to move into a different new fiscal year. So starting today, all public and private colleges and universities in Nebraska must report any funding. So that means contracts, gifts, grants, anything of that nature. Anything received from any foreign adversaries needs to be reported there. Also, salaries are going to increase for the Nebraska Supreme Court justices. State employees will also have pay raises and added benefits. They're kicking in today. This is due to a contract that's state negotiated. Other than that, there's a state law that passed last year limiting how much cities can increase property taxes each year. It will go into effect as well today, and as well as increasing the amount of available relief for property tax credits from $750 million to $780 million. So great there. And then there's also going to be a 5% tax on gaming machines starting today, unless they're operated by a fraternal benefit society or veterans organization. So a lot of stuff happening there, as well as the first medical marijuana deadline was also today. So that's why the Council Medical Marijuana Commission came up with some emergency rules last week. This was to meet this deadline that's happening today. Ooh, our next headline is another really big one. It's about Iowa's hands-free driving law. So really, really interesting stuff here. We've been talking about this a lot, a couple other laws too, but of course you cannot have be holding or operating your phone or any other electronic device while you're driving. This is going to be enforced starting today. So it's illegal to hold your phone even while at a stoplight. Can't do that. Includes typing, scrolling, swiping, entering your address into a GPS, and making phone calls. So make sure you have that call set up before you leave, so hands-free, or else have that your destination on the GPS set up ahead of time. You do not want to get in trouble for that. What else? Also, no streaming or making videos for social media while you're driving. Important stuff. So even though it is going into effect today for the next 6 months, there's only going to be warnings issued by authorities for this. So only that for drivers, but then starting in January of next year, it's going to be a $100 fine. So be aware of that if you're driving in Iowa. Also, starting in Iowa today is a law that lowers the minimum age for someone to own a handgun. It is now 18. There's also going to be a removal of gender identity protections from the state civil rights code and the requirement of high school students. They now need to pass a civics test in order to graduate. So some more interesting stuff there. Next, the man accused in a kidnapping of a 1-year-old here in Omaha is going to be in court this morning. He's actually there right now. 9 a.m. he was scheduled for it. So this is Reneo Mayock. He's 48. He's going to appear in court this morning, like I said, charges of false imprisonment. False imprisonment?
$1 million bond.
Okay, I just got news now. He has a $1 million bond, so we just got that into the newsroom right now. And that's on charges of false imprisonment and child abuse. Thank you. I'll have more on that on our web later, so check that out. A little background on this. Police say the mother of the child had just reported the child as abducted from the area about 12th and Coming. This happened last Friday. Police say that the woman did leave her child in the car to use the bathroom at the time that this kidnapping happened. And Mayock returned to his sober living home intoxicated and claimed that the child was his. This is according to a report that we received. And then he was arrested by police. This happened on Friday. Next, there's a law that's going to be impacting the Omaha Housing Authority. It's taking effect today as well. So, of course, we've talked a lot about the OHA. This law is just hoping to keep them more accountable for their complaints that they receive. So this happened more last year. We were receiving a lot of complaints here at First Alert 6 of flooding, mold, some bug and rodent infestations at some of their public housing units. They have over 2,700. So this is LB 40 that's going to be going into effect today. It's introduced by State Senator Terrell McKinney. He's in here in Omaha, so it was passed last year. But OHA did say they are entirely funded through federal sources. They say that the new law forces them to fund tenant attorneys, which would potentially violate these federal regulations. And OHA has now decided to sue over this law. This also stems from just working to address poverty here in Omaha, is also what we have here. Next, Nebraska football gets a recruiting win, awesome here, with a 4-star offensive tackle. So we'll get into that. So his name is, I need to say this right, Claude Mapuma. He's for the 2026 class. So of course they got that yesterday. He committed to Nebraska, so awesome there. We'll head over here back to web. Check out his X post here. So he announced his commitment. There we go. Awesome. Oh, there we go. Had all the other schools here that he could decide from. So awesome. Yeah, it was over Ohio State, Michigan, Florida, and Auburn. So he decided the Huskers. Awesome here. He's the highest rated recruit in the Big Red's 2026 class. Awesome. They also had another 3-star offensive lineman that committed yesterday. So good news for Husker fans. We love that. All righty. That is all I have today. Thank you for tuning in. I bring you these live streams every morning around 9 a.m., as well as this web story every morning around 6 a.m. Thank you very much. Just tune into our newscast throughout the day. We'll have some updates on there for you. And thank you very much.